morning, Stitch Roadies. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel about cross stitch most of the time. Some of the time it's just about life in general, but most of the time it's about cross stitch in one form or another. If you are someone who's been hanging out with me for a while, I very much appreciate it and would love for the newbies to like and subscribe. We like to join our or grow our community even bigger. So what has been happening in the Stitch Roadie life? Well, I've been on a Stitch Roadie journey. For those of you that go back and forth between Quilt Roadies and Woolly Mammoth blog and Stitch Roadies, some of this you've already seen if you're on Instagram and Facebook. But G and I went on a trip. Our anniversary was this last week, and we took a journey down to our childhood stomping grounds to revisit our hearts, visit my parents' graves, and to honor G's mother, who passed away a while ago, but we have kind of taken a little time to decide where we wanted her final resting place to be, and so we made that decision. It was so amazing to be immersed in our childhood and our young adult life. Because now, you know, we're senior citizens, we're AARP, we're Medicare, all of those things. It's just so shocking. Isn't it just shocking when you suddenly realize how old you are? And let me tell you, there's nothing more shocking than coming back from a camping trip and actually seeing yourself in your magnifying mirror and realize that you've grown a beard in that short period of time. G has a beard. I, on the other hand, do not have one. Well, I do, but I don't want one. So it was quite shocking. We travel, if you don't know, we travel in a camping van, which we absolutely love, called Penny, and I bring along stitching and quilting with me because I am not good at sitting. I'm quite an active kind of person. Not active in terms of like, oh, look at, she can run an ultra marathon, or oh, look at her, she can beat all the pickleball players on the court. No, I'm active in terms that I don't sit still well unless my hands are busy, and so I always have busy things. Currently I'm listening to a book. Okay, let me just think about this. I just finished Us Against You, which I loved it. I loved it, but I know that it wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea, but I love the author, Frederick Bachman, and I love his character development, and so I enjoyed that book. Now I am on to a new audiobook, and that one, just to share with you, is The Likeness, a Tana French book, and yeah, pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. It has me hooked anyway. It's a real whodunit. It's a real whodunit. So I was listening to an audiobook while I was stitching on the road, and G was listening to music while he was driving, and it was so interesting. We stopped at a little town that for us was a very little town back in the day. It was one of the mission towns, San Juan Bautista, and it had grown. It's like our families used to go out there for picnics on the mission grounds, and when after G and I were married, we'd go out there for a Sunday drive, and now it's got little touristy shops and antique shops, which were fun to just kind of walk in and out of. It wasn't really crowded, which was nice, and it was just fun to see something from our past. You know what I mean? It's like reconnecting. No cross-stitch shops on the way down, but after all, you can order online, which I had totally forgot I had done until I got home and picked up the mail. And I was busy. I did get a stitch done on the road, and isn't that sweet? Of course, I don't have the pattern with me, but I just love the sentiment. I just love the sentiment, but I will put the name of the pattern down in the description box. It's very, very sweet, but those little white flowers, all those little white flowers were a bugger. Yeah. So it was fun to have something done on the road, because then you think, oh, I can start all the things. But October, I celebrate, October is my birthday month, and I celebrate all month. I've already helped G pick out my present. Yeah, so I kind of celebrate all month. And if you can't celebrate yourself, who can? You know, I'm all about whatever. But I'm going to have a handful of new starts this month. After all, it is my birthday month, and nobody should tell me what to do during my birthday month. I should be able to do whatever I want. Yeah. So one of the starts that I'm going to have is the one for Autumn Beauties Sal with the Fat Quarter Shop. I talked to Kate, who is my contact person with the Fat Quarter Shop, and I told her, I said, I want to see what you have in terms of autumn things coming up, because I'm all about the autumn. You can just feel it in the air when I mean, it was scary driving down because there was absolutely no snow on Mount Shasta. Mount Hood was basically bare. The reservoirs on the way down were unbelievably low. Yeah, one season of rain is not going to solve this problem for sure. But it was definitely autumn. Trees were changing colors. You could just feel that little crisp in the air. And there's something about camping right next to the ocean, you know. The smell and the sounds were awesome. So back to Fat Quarter Shop. I said I'm all about wanting to stitch something that is autumn, and so I am now going to participate in the Autumn Beauties Sal. And at the end of this video, the winner of the gift card from the Fat Quarter Shop, and the keyword was autumn, will put, I'll have G put the winner's name up there, so that you could go online and either join me in this sal or shop away on something else. You never know. But you can't see, it's a mystery. But let me tell you, it's adorable. Oh, I can't wait. So I'm going to be starting that. This is going to be a fun stitch this month, and not really big. The finished size is 8.5 by 8.5. Oh, I kind of mixed it all up because I wanted to show you I got excited about that. Let me just say I got excited about that. But I am stitching this chart for my middle grandson. This is the one he picked out, so I'm making it into an ornament. And I am making some headway on Santa, Fishy Santa. So that's kind of fun. Whoops. It's when you're traveling, it's fun to have something that is small and doesn't require like any kind of hoop or you know, that you can just stitch in hand, and maybe is a little larger count, because I don't have a problem stitching in a moving car, but what I do have a problem is seeing certain counts in a moving car, so it's always nice to have that. So and I forgot to tell you, I'm making this into a pillow, little pillow. Well, my anniversary start, which my anniversary was in end of September, was these two charts. Let's see. There we go. I'm putting them all in the same cloth, so it'll overlap. They'll all be together. Ida and Ira. And so that was my anniversary start, and I will show you here. Oh geez, how far I've gotten. I found this cloth. I know it's a 32 count, but I don't know what it is. It looks like I started something else on it and changed my mind. But here is how far I got on this trip. I started it on this trip, this past camping trip, and I made some pretty good headway. I'm now working on Ira's pants. And for sure I'll have that done before in a year's next anniversary. I did receive some stitchy kindness from my friend Jamie. I just have to read you the front of this card. It's just so beautiful. But the sentiment is so perfect. Life is a journey that sometimes leads us through rough places. But the walk is so much easier when we travel beside one another. That way we can reach out and find help when we need it and have someone to lean on. Isn't that what Flosstube is about in a way? We're all looking to have someone to lean on, to distract us, to share with us, to make us feel that we're here for each other. It is for me. It's so funny because sometimes I will actually respond to a floss tube, like I probably already said this, but Scott Stitches in Spain, one day he was talking and he said hi to me on his floss tube, and I stopped and I said, "Hi, Scott." I mean, it's that connection, you know, watching Stitching with the Sisterlies, you know, you wanna just be part of the Sisterlies. It's, you know, Brenda and the cereal starter. Oh gosh, their last floss tube, I actually stopped their last floss tube to go order some fabric. That's how connected we are. It's an amazing community that I'm grateful for. And I know that I receive many responses that say the same thing for you, that it has been a wonderful thing during this time. And so from Jamie, I got a bit of this and a bit of that. I absolutely love these. These like floss cards. Oh, they are so freaking cute. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Going to be putting those to use. And then a charm pack of the same fabric. I think this is the same fabric that's on these cards. It looks like the same fabric. Now, see, it's bees and oh, it's just full of loveliness. I think I'm going to make a table runner out of this, a quilted table runner. But thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much for thinking of me. And I just love the card. And I'm going to miss Tucson. Jamie's down in Tucson, and I'm going to miss Tucson because we had some great friends there. And I just know someday it'll be much easier. Not this winter. This winter we have too much going on. What else okay, so I'm starting the Autumn Beauties sale, and then my girlfriend Sandy, who lives up in BC, and I will, what I'll do is I'll link her Instagram account so that you can see what she's up to. She is much better at getting things done. And we are connected both in the quilting world and the cross-stitch world. But she said, how about a new birthday start? She knew it was my birthday month, and she said, let's do a blackbird design. How do you say no to that? It's Away We Ride. And look at that house. So anyone that wants to join us with that, I'm sure there's already a hashtag started on this, so I'll just be posting it to that same one. I'm using all it's a combination of DMC and Gentle Arts threads. I've got them all prepped for my start on my birthday, and I'm using a 28 count Joblin Sage. It's going to be lovely. Going to be lovely. So I have that starting this month. So far 2 starting new this month. And then I know I'm going to have a 3rd start. Oh my gosh, 3 starts this month. Because when I was watching Stitching with the Sisterlies, I had forgotten that October I was going to be stitching the Generations Sal. And I'll put those links of those charts in the description box. But I know that I had to call up Acorns and Threads and have them put the chart in a bag for me, and I have to figure out when I'm gonna get over there to pick it up so I can start it this month, hoping that I have the fabric and the thread. I have a drawer full of fabric, so I should be able to figure that one out. Yeah, so 3 starts going on this month, and then continuing on with my whips and working on projects. You know, I'm getting something done little by little. I know that I'm going to be doing the Shores with Hawk Run Hollow with Scott starting in January, so I have a lot of time between now and then to get a bigger project done, which I so want to do. But it feels good every so often getting a little thing done here and there. And the Prairie Schooler Santa start one, finish one, finish one, start one has been working really well for me. And I'm looking forward to that, to continuing on with that program all through the next year. The other thing I wanted to share with you, I know on the last video I showed this amazing bee skep. It's handmade out of ambrosia maple, and it was sent to me by Peter and Kathy, who live in North Carolina. I can't tell you, this thing is just so beautiful. I like the way it feels. You know, and turning wood is quite a art. It's just beautiful. And Kathy offered to give one away to one of you. I can hear the lawn getting mowed. How nice. How nice. So I'm going to have to talk louder. So if you want to possibly win one of these to be sent to you at your home by Kathy, and who wouldn't want it, leave in the comments a comment that includes the word bee, B-E-E. Be sure you have 2 E's. And then we'll pick out a winner, and I will forward your name and your mailing address to Kathy, and she will mail it directly to you. How about that? You're going to love this. But be sure you're a subscriber to this channel, and I will put the link to Kathy's Instagram, and please subscribe to her Instagram channel too. Her husband makes these gorgeous it could be for anything you wanted it. You could put straw flowers in it, you could put your scissors in it, you could put a couple pencils in it, whatever you wanted. Or you could just look at it, because it's so freaking cute. Okay. And please, you know, if you enter a giveaway, check back if you're a winner. I personally don't have even a moment to hunt people down, and I don't want to set up any of those, you know, email you back. I figure if you really want something, you're going to come back and check, because that's how the game is played, isn't it? Okay, so thank you for hanging out. I hope you hung in there for the whole shebang, and maybe we'll get some starts going and we'll get some stuff finished. I would love that. And be sure to check at the very end for the winner of the awesome, oh my gosh, is it a gift card from the Fat Quarter Shop, so that you can participate. Here I am, I'm digging all around for all this fun stuff, so you can participate in the Autumn Beauties sale if you want. Look at that thread. Oh my gosh. And the line keeper. Oh. Yes. Okay. I'm done. So check for that little flyer at the end with your name, that you're the winner, and then Kate will forward you a code to your email that you can use when you shop on the Fat Quarter Shop. So be sure to send me your email address. Take care, and thank you for being part of our community.